I always think about, like, I listen to other podcasts and they sound so bad. And I think, like, and then you see the videos and they're in studios and stuff, and I'm like...
You could tell the other time when you had to switch over to our phone microphone. I did notice then there's a difference. It is a lot clearer with this, even with the bloody air conditioning going over there.
These are fab.
Yeah, right. Best get to it then.
No, that's not the beginning, Tits.
It bloody was, yeah. We were just admiring our microphones.
Yeah, how gorgeous our balls are.
Let's go. Well, land ho indeed.
Hello, Titty Kaka.
Hello, Miss Georgie Porgy. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm absolutely bloody fabulous.
I've had a really lazy day today. Didn't get off the shit.
Yeah.
It's just too
You had a
hot.
nap, didn't you?
I did have a nap.
Every week we say how bloody hot it is.
But it's got worse. And there's actually a cyclone.
There is.
There's a cyclone.
Well, we smelt smoke the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, so there was actually a fire ashore in Greece.
On the mainland.
On the mainland, and we were so close to the land where the fire was, it was coming over. So everyone was ringing, you know, the old Capitan, and saying how, you know, they smell smoke, which is what you're supposed to do.
Well, yeah.
But it was just someone
Well, it
having a
wasn't on
barbecue.
the bloody ship.
Yeah.
Someone having a barbecue. Someone grilling some
Oh.
Someone grilling some halloumi in Athens. Yeah.
Yeah, nightmare.
Speaking about grilling halloumi, what the bloody hell are you wearing? You look like burnt cheese.
Well, this is actually something I would wear to a barbecue.
Oh, right.
So you are correct.
Explain it to the listener.
So what I've got, it's a corset. Mm-hmm. And the corset has got tinfoil over it, much like a jacket potato.
Is that to reflect the heat back into the solar system?
It is, it is. And also you can kind of put food out on the side, reflect the sun straight from the corset, straight onto the food, and it cooks. You don't even have to put it on the barbecue.
That's fabulous. That, though, I can imagine it's quite a pain if you're ever having a picture with someone and they use a flash.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
And, you know, because that's just the bright thing and everything else is dark.
But it does also work out for me, because with the paparazzi, they're less likely to bother me now.
Well, if they do, they'll never get your face.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's the anonymity, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just as well they won't get your face, because your makeup's melting off and that wig is about 3 inches back.
Well, it's bloody hot, darling, let me tell you.
It is.
And attached to the corset is different utensils.
Nice.
For the old barbecue, and it's magnetic.
Oh, fab.
So you just pop them on. You can see. Can you see? Yeah. I'm popping them on and off.
Lifting it off, putting it on.
Yeah, on and off.
And it's staying there. Yeah.
And then on the bottom, I've got a very, very short skirt.
Right.
And the skirt has just got different condiments stuck to it. So I've got little pots of ketchup, little pots of barbecue sauce, little pots of mayonnaise, which have curdled.
Yeah, naturally.
And, you know, on the back, round the back, again, continuing with the condiment theme.
Sift.
It's a big sift.
You know, a big colander.
It's a big colander.
A big colander.
It's a big colander.
That's just to disperse the smell as you walk, isn't it?
Disperse the smell, and also for the Greek salad.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, I've got my pleasers on the front of the pleaser just to really finish it off. Finishing touch.
Yeah.
On one side, I've got a basket with some chips in it.
Yes.
And on the other side, I've got a basket with some guac.
Absolutely fabulous. Well, for myself...
Yeah, because explain this.
So, Listen, it is bloody hot, and I'll tell you for why. I've clippered the legs, and I've got one pair of tights on.
Yeah,
so it's feeling quite breezy, you know, bloody breezy up this canal.
And the hole in the back as well, is that
the hole in the back? It's not for easy access. Again, it is for the ventilation purposes. That's right. But I also do have a corset on myself.
Yes, we're both corseted.
And it's heavily boned.
Yeah.
And I say heavily because it's about 10 kilograms heavy. So, you know, it's really dragging me down.
Yeah.
It's pulling the shoulders down away from the ears there.
Yeah.
Giving me a lovely décolletage neckline there.
Décolletage.
Of course, we've got a blonde updo wig.
Curly
updo wig. And speaking of magnetic, this is actually the first time I'm trying. Have you ever seen the magnetic lashes?
I have, I just can't get on board with them.
Well, you know, you put the magnetic eyeliner on and then you put the lashes on over the top. I mean, they're all alright, but they get caught on stuff and they stick to it, especially living on a bloody ship.
Yeah.
You know, you're walking past a door, the lashes fly off my face and stick to the wall.
Well, the listener might not know, but majority of the ship is magnetic.
It's metal. You know, which is great if you're in your cabin and you want to stick stuff on the wall, but it's not great when you've got bloody magnetic eyelashes on. Look at that.
It's a nightmare. Oh gosh, she's attached to the wall right
one's
now.
Just smacked against the wall right then.
I would come pull you off, but I think you look fab in that pose.
Actually, yeah, thank you.
But you know, it's actually true, and we wear name badges, obviously, so people know who we are. And the amount of times I've opened a door, walked out, and think, where the fuck's my name badge? It's on the back of the door.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a bloody nightmare. Well, you look nice. Obviously, on the foot, you've got a Laduca.
It is the Laduca boot, the nude boot that I'm breaking in, and I'll be honest, it's a tough break-in, so I'm waiting for that Italian leather to stretch to my feet.
Yes.
And then I'll be a bit more comfortable. But of course, you will never see a picture of us, so you'll have to imagine it best you can.
Yeah,
it's too bloody hot for a photo, isn't it?
Oh, it's fucking hot. Let me tell you, I'm taking my wig off.
Oh, God.
So, Tits, the charts, we all loved Padam.
We bloody did love Padam. And
But
I still do.
Have we moved on?
Well, I was dancing to it on Sail Away the other day.
Yes.
Absolutely. Have we moved on? I think I know where you're going with this.
To Rush.
A Miss
by
Troye Sivan, Rush. And I'll tell you, the first time I listened to it, I was actually with our lovely Harry, friend of the podcast. And we were on a bus, and he gave me his headphones. It was like, oh, I want to play your Troye Sivan's new song. I was like, right, okay, so I got these headphones on. I got all prepared to listen. And he started playing the Cheeky Girls. Now, I thought, I was like, hold on a minute, I recognise this intro.
Yeah.
You know, 80s bit synth pop.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on a minute. No, anyway, it gave him a giggle. And then he played, obviously, Rush, and I was obsessed.
Obsessed.
I will say it's fab, but it didn't grasp me as much as Padam did.
It didn't grasp me as much as Padam did, I agree. But it has really taken the gay scene by storm.
Yes.
People love it. And actually, I've just seen... I've not
speaking of storm,
oh my
the thunder there.
Fucking hell. I have seen that someone on SoundCloud, I've not listened to it yet, has remixed Padam into Rush.
Oh, God, get that on me playlist.
So we'll get that on me fucking plate, love. Let me tell you, I'll slop it up.
I will chew it, and then you know what I'm going to do?
What? Throw it in a box and fuck it!
Absolutely.
Fab. Now, there is a bit of controversy.
Ooh.
I don't know if you've seen
I've not
that
really.
all of the people in the music video are skinny twinks. And lots of people are saying, oh my gosh.
Where's the representation?
Where, you know, the fat phobia is real. But I just think he's obviously put who he's attracted to in the music video, and if he's attracted to skinny twinks, that's no problem.
But you see, the trouble is, with having such a wide platform, and you want to, you know...
Why did you look at me when you said wide platform?
Because I can see them feet crouched hanging over the edge of that bloody pleaser.
You nasty
You know
girl.
what I mean? When you've got a music video that's going out into the world, a lot of people are going to see it. A lot of young queer people are going to see it, and they just want that representation that we obviously didn't have growing up. And it'd be nice to use that moving forward. But anyway, rant over.
Well, I'm surprised
you really
as a
got me
skinny
heated
girl.
about that, didn't you?
What?
You really got me heated. I went
I
from 0 to
know.
100, thanks to you.
I'm surprised
Wasn't even
that
thinking about that 2 minutes ago, and now you've really got me annoyed.
Well, I'm surprised that a skinny girl would, come for that. I thought it would be me, the fatty, that would be upset about it.
I know, you could be arsed, could you? Now, we spoke about something last week, Miss Georgie. You actually brought it up, talking about getting ramped up. You said about people yawning really loud.
Oh,
in front of
don't.
you.
Titty don't.
Now, since last week,
Right.
I've not only noticed that from people, and I was sat in a lovely coffee shop the other day, and there was someone there just waiting for something, and all you heard was,
Oh.
every 2 minutes. And then not only that,
Right.
to add insult to bloody injury, is heavy breathers. Heavy, loud breathers. You just sat there, and once you notice it, you can't bloody unnotice it.
The chewers.
It's the chewers, the breathers, and the yawners. Get rid of them all.
Yeah.
Throw them bloody overboard, if you ask me.
If you can't yawn with the big girls, sling
your
your
bloody
oak.
oak. That's right.
No, it's disgusting. It's absolute filth.
So sort yourself out, please. I remember I was in Australia one time, travelling the world as we do. And I was in a library, and they had a little cafe on the end. And I can remember just getting it was a hot day, naturally, so I got a little ice pop, an ice lolly.
Oh, gorge,
And I was, chewing on this ice lolly, and the woman behind us...
Chewing on it?
Well, licking it, sucking on it.
So I've just got a big rod on after you said that.
Wanted to keep it PG, chewing on it.
Right.
And the lady behind us also purchased one of these ice lollies. Well, the minute we heard her slurping on this bloody ice stick, that...
Don't.
She had it in and out her mouth. She was round with her tongue, not losing a drop. And we, honestly, my friend at the time, we were absolutely disgusted. Vehemently disgusted we were.
Vile.
Absolutely bloody vile. our resident sexologist, Dr. Anya Maddox. Now, she has sent us a voice note and just a bit of a, parental advisory.
Yeah.
Myself and Miss Georgie, we've not listened to this before we recorded.
We've not.
We'll listen to it for the first time live on air. Now, she did actually message me, this was about a week ago, and she followed up with a message saying also, Tits, did you hear my voice note on Instagram? Firstly, on Up the Aft. I said, no, love, I'm saving it to listen for the first time when we next record.
I'm scared. I want to say she did message us. This is obviously after last week's episode where we spoke about the Santorini donkeys.
Yes.
And she's messaged us a picture of a guy on Hinge.
Yeah.
Sav is the name of the guy. And his first picture is him sat on a donkey. And she's put, not this man on a donkey on my Hinge, probably a Santorini donkey too. Well, I hope...
If it bloody is Dr. Anya.
Yeah.
Send him overboard. Send him packing.
Send him packing, love.
Okay, and then here are the messages. So they're quite long, so most of it will probably get cut. We'll see if she says, oh, funny. But here we are, our resident sexologist, Dr. Anya Maddox.
Right, you two stupid girls are so fucking hilarious, and I have just binged, listened, and love the special guests. I'm gutted that we didn't get to do that while I was on a few weeks back now. It's loving Harriet. I love how much Titty loves After Eight, and other snacks are also available. That was like the second time she's worn an After Eight costume.
It really was.
This second time that she brings up like Takis and Cheetos, just fucking love yous.
She's
And
got nothing else to say.
First of all right, Joan Collins, fashion review. If I want to wear 2 After Eight costumes, I'll bloody wear 2 After Eight costumes, thank you. And if I want to have a Taki Rumba, I'll bloody eat one.
And first of all, I knew
Thank
the first
you.
one was after 8, the second one was after 9!
Yes!
not me sending another bloody voice note that didn't send.
Oh, that was loud.
She's going back into her graveyard.
That was her.
Yeah. She's going back into the crypt for some beauty sleep, aren't you?
Anyway, I'm going to be joining a new ship at the end of July in Paris.
Lovely.
So there's a high chance that we may see each other again, even though every single port in the Greek islands is a fucking tender port, which is a pain in the ass. More so for you guys. Not so much when you're on a luxury yacht that's only got 100 guests, which is what I'll be on. Yeah, let's see. Love yous.
First of all, don't you come on our podcast and slag us off.
I know.
Get back to your crypt, love.
She would know luxury. Well, she did have a nice pair of expensive sunglasses she wore.
She
everywhere.
did have a lovely pair of expensive. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Anya Maddox. Well, hopefully our paths will cross soon.
Yeah.
And listen, if you get on that bloody luxury yacht, providing your medical goes through, we've seen
With the syphilis.
Get some of that below dick over to us. I bet there's some right gossip going on them luxury yachts.
Love it.
Yeah. Well, that's our fabulous Dr. Anya Maddox, our resident sexologist. We might have to get her on the podcast remotely.
Yeah.
Next time.
Remotely from her yacht that doesn't have Wi-Fi.
From 6 feet under.
Yeah, from her
yacht,
crypt.
From the crypt grave where she currently resides.
Fab.
There we go. Now, Miss Georgie Porgy.
Yeah.
I don't think you realise that you are actually in the company of greatness. And I don't say that from myself.
Right.
But the other day, I was doing one of the parties on the ship.
Yeah.
And I was trying out this new wig, and you probably know it's this lovely blonde number, very, a lovely bang fringe.
Yeah.
Everyone went wild. Now I was dancing around the pool,
Right.
and it came to my attention that someone stopped me and said, because they obviously knew I was a drag queen naturally, and they said,
Well, what else did they think you were? God, she's a big woman.
she's quite a handsome lady.
Yeah, it's an interesting
And
woman
they
to
said,
shave her arms.
You know what? Someone over there just came up to us and said, "Is that Paris Hilton from across the pool?" So I have actually been mistaken for Paris Hilton.
But you haven't, Tits.
Well, no, I have, because someone thought I was there doing my thing, dancing around, swinging my hair around, and someone across the pool, granted they were probably blind, mistook
It was
me
Stevie Wonder.
for Paris Hilton.
But can I tell you something? And
No.
I don't want you to take this as offence.
Go on.
Everyone might have loved that wig, but I think it's fucking awful. It looks like...
You're just jealous.
No, it
You're
looks
just
like
jealous.
if ABBA
Yeah.
had got into full drag,
Yeah.
right?
All 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then they'd all fallen asleep on the tour bus.
Yeah.
Someone had come in, shaved their heads, and their tour manager thought, well, you can't be bald. Gone down to Smithy's, cut a wig into the ABBA style, and whacked it on their head.
Yeah. And apparently that's what Paris Hilton looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that said, no, I do like it. It is going back to the 70s.
It is. And have you ever been mistaken for any famous celebrities other than James Corden?
Out of drag.
No, in drag
drag.
as well. Yeah.
As the cat.
As the
Cats
cat in
musical.
Cats, that's what you're giving right now.
No, I always get mistaken for James Corden out of drag.
Yeah.
But in drag, the only person I think I've probably ever been mistaken for.
Yeah, in drag.
Is Kate Moss.
Uh-huh.
Occasionally Naomi Campbell.
Yeah.
And every now and then, this is very rare.
Very rare.
Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very,
Oh,
very
that's
rare. I
not
think
who I
it's
was
because
thinking.
of my body shape.
I think so too.
It's very similar to her in a
Yes.
corset.
Well, to be honest, I can't really see it myself. But
Right.
if that's what other people are telling you, then stick with that.
I will, especially Naomi Campbell. Well, Tits, it's come to the portion of the show, one of our favourites, where we go along with our below dick.
If you've not listened to Up the Aft before, what you bloody doing?
Yeah.
Go back, listen from the beginning. Below Dick is the section where we dive below the waterline and we get some of the gossip of some crew members and goings on other ships, luxury liners,
Luxury
river
yachts with
barges.
Dr. Anya Maddox, maybe.
Yes, some juicy gossip that no one knows before. Of course, this is all anonymous, otherwise people will probably get fired, to be completely honest. So it's Below Dick. Georgie, what have we got in the bag today?
Well, this is, of course, comes in completely anonymously.
Yeah.
I'm a crew cabin steward.
Mm-hmm.
And for the last 6 months, I've been cleaning the captain's cabin.
Ooh.
He's very young and honestly a very attractive captain.
Ooh.
He had his wife on board a lot of the time throughout the contract, but when she was not on board, he would always have multiple different men visit him and sometimes even message me after dark to grab him some condoms from the medical centre.
Oh.
I've always kept his secret, but I'm hoping to get to work with this captain again just so I get a turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what's going on, we're behind closed doors.
I mean, that's above deck, isn't it? Captains have a lovely cabin right at the
bloody
top
is.
of the ship.
Yeah, we're on deck 27 then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, listen, it's always been my ambition to sleep with the captain.
If you yourself have a below dick, you work on ship and there's some gossip that's gone on, send it into the poddy. How can they do that, Miss Georgie?
Well, they can just put it on any old piece of paper, napkin, parchment, penguin skin, and just pop it in a bottle, throw it in your nearest open water source, and it will reach me in Titty before you know it.
Or you can send us a message on Instagram. It gets quicker.
Up the arve. That's what
right.
everyone else does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about a message in a bottle, is that an empty glass bottle over there?
I think so, Tits.
That is quick. Grab it. Go on. Get it. Oh, get that cork out.
Oh, I've got it out.
Okay.
Well, this is now our time to give some advice to someone.
Who's
Someone
this
that really needs that.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is, my name is Freddie, and I'm writing in from Cockington in Florida. Hi, Freddie. I'm writing to you with a problem.
Ooh.
Sorry, I've just had a little stroke.
It's alright.
As much as I love my job, my boyfriend, and my dogs, I always feel like I'm wanting more. Sometimes I can even feel a little bit trapped. Like my belly in this corset.
Yes.
I've applied on a whim to be on Big Brother, never thinking that I would ever get on the show. Now that is something very new and very exciting, which is exactly what I'm looking for.
Is that still bloody going?
It is in other countries.
Oh, wow.
The only thing is, my boyfriend has no idea I applied, and second of all, I applied under an alias of the name Tommy from Bratislava. And I'm straight and married in my audition.
Oh dear.
The issue is I got on the show, so now what do I do? Pretend to be Tommy? Disappear from my boyfriend's life for a month? Struggle through my Bratislavan accent? How do I tell my boyfriend and my job I want to do it so bad? Help me!
Do it.
Do it!
Throw your boyfriend overboard. Get on Big Bloody Brother.
I have a suggestion.
Go on.
Put on a wig.
Yeah.
Go and have a complete face transplant.
Yeah, take your face off.
Take your face
Put
off.
it in a tumble dryer. Whack it back on.
Tell your boyfriend that you've got to go work abroad
Yes.
for 3 months.
Yeah.
However long Big Brother is, 3 months, I think.
Yeah.
You know, then at the end of it, you go back. You have another face transplant.
Reverse the operation.
You reverse the operation.
Yeah.
And there you go. Tit's your uncle and Bobby's your aunt. You're done. You're ready.
Fab.
Can you do a Bratislavan accent, Titty?
I don't think I can. I don't know whereabouts that is, but I feel like you've been practicing one, haven't you, just for this?
Well, not just for this.
What would you... Do a Big Brother interview.
Okay.
Bratislavan.
So you're Big Brother?
I'm Big Brother.
Right.
First of all, let's get rid of this bastard music. It's doing you, Tim.
Yeah.
Hello, Georgie.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Why have you come in the diary room today, Georgie?
I've come in the diary room today because I noticed that Nikki stinks of shit, and I have not been able to sleep because of the smell of shit.
Oh no, Georgie. What would you like Big Brother to do about that?
I would like you to supply napkins so she can wipe the shit.
That's it. I'm cutting you off. Why does everything always go to shit with you? Quite literally. Have a tissue, wipe your eyes, you look like a right mess.
But have you never seen, what was her name, Nikki Graham?
Nikki Graham. Oh, she's fab.
But yeah, my suggestion is go on the show, live your dream.
That's what you should do. Get a facelift and pay off the operation with the money you'll win on Big Brother.
Yeah, I mean, you might win. I mean, you actually sound like a right boring fucker. But I reckon you could win.
Yes. This double life will spice you up a bit.
It might do, Charlie.
That's right. Well, if you need any unsolicited advice,
Yeah.
send us a message on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we will give you our best advice we can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, love.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely bloody starving.
Oh, yeah.
I've not eaten for 3 days to squeeze into this costume.
Yeah, do you know what? And I actually wore this to the barbecue before this and couldn't eat anything.
Couldn't eat. Oh,
Yeah.
torture.
So
Yes.
it was torture. I
But
mean,
it
people
was.
did use the condiments.
Naturally, yes. Well, I'm
Naturally.
going to head up to the old mess and get some food, I think, now.
All right, love. Well, I won't be going to the mess because I'm too good for that.
Yeah.
But I will be going somewhere.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to another fabulous episode of Up the Aft, if we do say so ourselves.
Of course, you can join in on all the fun on Instagram
That's
at
right.
Up the Aft.
And if you want to follow Miss Georgie, where can we find you?
At Miss Georgie Porgy UK.
That's because she's never done a gig out of the country.
And what about you, Tits?
I'm at Titty_Car.
Underscore, because she's very underwhelming.
Always, that's right.
Fab, but we'll see you next week. Episodes every Friday.
That's right. It's number 30 this time. Can you believe it?
This is number 30.
the big dirty 30. That's right.
Get on your knees and soak me off, Gertie. Happy 30th, love.
Happy 30th, love. You don't look a day over 42. Right,
Nasty
bye.
fella, bye.
We enter and hoist the sail.
Look at that pirate ship over there, Tits.
Oh, it looks like it's coming this way.
I know. What's the pirate's favourite shop in the UK?
I don't know.
Argos.
Oh, I thought it was Toys R Us.
Grow up.